My dear child, don't scroll. Stop right here and listen carefully to everything I'm about to say, because I know that this thought keeps coming into your mind again and again. God, are you listening to me? Today, in this video, I'm going to answer all the questions that have been going on inside your heart. So do not skip this video and stay until the very end. Because I remember when, during your hardest season, in your loneliness, you quietly called out to me and whispered, "God, can you hear me?" And then, silence. You wondered if I was really there. You wondered if I cared about you. You wondered if you were too small for me to notice. My child, I was listening. Every word, every cry. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you could change your life. Before you opened your mouth, before the tears formed in your eyes, before the pain in your chest became unbearable, I already knew. I am not a God who waits for the perfect prayer. I am not a God who needs the perfect words, the perfect timing, or the perfect method. When you asked, "God, can you hear me?" I was already there. I was there when people broke your heart. I was there when you cried alone in secret and felt like you couldn't breathe. You thought nobody saw you. I did. I was there when the doctor said something you were not prepared to hear. I was there in that silence when everyone else left the room. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." You were never alone in that room. You were never alone in that silence. I was sitting right beside you, watching over you, and I heard every single word. But I know what you're really asking. You're not just asking if I can hear you. You're asking, if you're listening, why does the pain still remain? If you're listening, why hasn't anything changed? If you're listening, God, why hasn't the answer come? My child, I need you to understand something. My silence is not my absence. When a seed is planted in the ground, nothing seems to happen on the surface. The soil appears quiet. The soil appears still. But underneath, roots are growing. New life is forming. A transformation is taking place that cannot yet be seen. That is exactly what I am doing in your life right now. The silence you feel is not me ignoring you. It is me working in ways your eyes cannot yet see. I'm preparing something. I'm protecting you from doors that would have destroyed you. I'm arranging people, moments, and opportunities that your mind cannot yet comprehend. Isaiah 55:8-9 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." The answer is coming. But my answer rarely looks the way you expected, and it always arrives at exactly the right time. So what do I ask of you in this moment? Do not give up your trust in me. I know it is hard. I know you have prayed the same prayer 100 times. I know you have waited and felt as though nothing was changing. I know people around you have told you to stop hoping. But today I'm telling you, do not quit. Do not give up. Luke 18:1 says, "Always pray and never give up." In that parable, there was a woman who kept coming back, day after day, request after request. And eventually, she received her answer. I am asking you to be that person, not because your prayers force me to act, but because persistence in prayer changes you. It builds a faith inside you that cannot be shaken. It creates a trust deeper than your circumstances. It connects you to me in ways that comfortable faith never could. Your pain is not wasted. Your waiting has not been wasted. And every single one of your prayers has been heard. Every single one. Now I want to speak directly to you, not generally, not to everyone, to you, the person watching this right now. You did not come across this video by accident. You were brought here because you needed to hear this today. If you feel unseen in your struggles, I see you. If you feel forgotten, I remember you. If you feel like your prayers are bouncing off the ceiling and coming back down, they have reached my throne. Even now, things are happening for you in ways you cannot yet see. Things that will strengthen you and help move your life forward. My dear child, I am sending my special angels on your behalf. I am preparing new doors for you. Healing is moving toward you even now. I have not forgotten your name. I have not moved on from your situation. I have not abandoned the dreams I placed inside your heart. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." You ask me, "God, can you hear me?" Here is my answer. Yes, my dear child, I hear you. I have always heard you, and I love you more than words in any language could ever describe, because you are my child. My child, do not give up. Your breakthrough is much closer than you think, and if you have placed your complete trust in me, do not let that trust be broken. I assure you, my child, if you take one step toward me, I will take 10 steps toward you. Keep your trust in me, and then watch what happens. No matter where you fall, I will come and lift you up with my own hands. If this message touched your heart today, and if you trust me even a little, write in the comments, "Lord, I hear you." Let that be your declaration of faith today. And if you believe someone else needs this message, share this video with them. Share it with someone who is hurting, someone who is asking the same question you once asked, someone who needs to know they have not been forgotten, someone who needs to know that God still hears them. And if you want to receive my messages first every day, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Tomorrow, another message will be waiting for you on this channel. My dear child, I love you very much, and you are never alone. I am always with you, every moment, every day, and everywhere.